Good morning, or actually good afternoon, or almost actually good evening, comrades. The reason why we're shooting is a bit late because actually we're shooting this video right after we done the TUV of yesterday's video. So if it's gonna get darker at the end of this video, I apologize, and we couldn't have done it on another time because Tim and actually Tom as well, who's just somewhere over there, are leaving tomorrow to UK for winter holidays, and you all really want to know about his amazing probably E92 M3 as well, but I'm more interested to hear more about this, and actually because yeah, I already spent quite some time in this car, mostly sideways, but it probably has to do something with power delivery to the rear wheels and not because of no.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, anyway, I wanted to already make a video about his daily like we did with Diana's car, but then suddenly, well, it took me a bit too long, and meanwhile he bought the E92 M3, something so today we're gonna talk about both cars probably, because we're car guys, we enjoy car content. So would you like to introduce your new daily girlfriend?
So this one gets referred to as BP52.
That's because of the license plate.
So BP gets sent on a daily basis, being a daily driver.
Yeah. So whenever someone's asking, asks like, are you being sent? She's like, bitch, please. 52 times per hour at least.
Yeah, at least, yeah. But it's a E46 2003 BMW. It's 325 M Sport.
Mm-hmm. So
it's got the M Sport kit on it. But I was just looking for something like when I was after a new daily, I was looking for something which was like anything from a 318 E36 like Diana's car all the way up to like a 330 Club Sport E46. But I just wanted something which was reliable, back drive.
Yeah.
You know, that you could mess around with basically.
Mm-hmm.
But this one popped up when I was back in the UK last time on holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just flew directly back into Manchester. Got a lift from Manchester into near Harrogate.
It reminds me of our story, how we went to pick up the E36.
Yeah. Similar sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then just drove back here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's been absolutely brilliant. Did a full service on it, like mechanical service on it. So
Yeah.
like engine oil filters, fuel filters, brake fluid, windscreen wipers, all the stuff you want to do when you get a new car. Because it's end of the day, it's
Yeah, of
15
course.
years old, and
Of course, you need
know
to make sure.
buying,
But
so.
but overall, you mind disclosing the price you paid for it?
Yeah, so the car was listed at I think it was 1900 sterling,
Okay.
and I actually ended up paying 1200 sterling for it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You just haggled off 700 of it.
So it was a really, really
wow!
good car.
So it's actually just as much as we paid for the E36, the 318.
Nearly.
Nearly. Well, we paid £1,000, and this is
It was just under. I think it was like
Yeah.
900 or something.
yeah. I think it was 1,000.
Something
but,
like that.
Yeah, but
It's
it
pretty
was
similar. But the thing is,
still,
that's
but-
another reason I went for the E46 because they're just like they're absolute rock bottom now.
Really?
The market value is it's not going to get any lower than what it is now.
So if you want, because we obviously had like I would say 5 years ago, the E30 started to like skyrocket in value.
Yeah, now the
now
E36
the E36 go up in value because they become old-timer-ish, like 25 years old, and you can start racing them as the historical, the classic cars. Thereby, they go high in value. And this car is a kind of no man's land, so that's why it's kind of in the bottom, that because nobody wants it. I believe like E36 and E46 M3s are the similar value at this point.
Exactly. So E36 M3s are much higher value than a 46
Yeah.
M3 right now.
Yeah.
So it's just it's a good time to buy if you're after an E46, and end of the day it's a cheap car. It's missing the grille. It's got
Yeah, so what's up with the grill? Because the car has already appeared in a couple of vlogs.
I actually went to go buy a helmet in the UK, and when I got out of the car, my friend said, "Yeah, nice grill," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's standard." And he's like, "Yeah, it's missing." I was like, "Yeah, good one, good joke, great joke." And he's like, "No, really, it's missing." So when I got out of the car, I was like, "Oh yeah, it is." So that fell out somewhere in England.
Okay.
But the thing is, like, it's a daily beater. I don't really care about stuff like that. It works really well and it's reliable. So
yeah,
I probably will put a new grill in it.
Well, yeah, just because in Germany they might be like a bit, ooh, that's sticking out. You might like hurt a deer with it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. The bumper. This is something you've done.
Yeah, that was a consequence of drift.
What's the drift?
Just when you go to the shops.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's what happened.
But yeah, the rest is absolutely sound.
Yeah, the interior. That's also something special.
It's got M3 interior in red. If it was open.
Yep. There we go.
So it's
leather interior
with memory as well.
With memory. I think
M3
it's
steering wheel.
Oh yeah.
And it's also got an Android head unit.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah.
useful,
it's
So
there.
it's got Bluetooth, streaming, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, so you can actually probably like sell the interior the half the value of the car.
Exactly one of the reasons I bought the car. But I mean, like when we drove back from Munstall the
Yeah,
other night, we just sat at like 220 kilometers an hour on cruise control.
and I was
for an
sleeping.
hour.
Actually, Henry was sitting in the back and he was sleeping
Yeah, yeah.
on the highway.
He
While
was
we're doing 200.
220.
Yeah,
just sat
220.
there. And I actually can't think of many cars you could do that with 1200 sterling. Like.
No, it's probably the best bang for buck.
This is the cheapest car I've ever bought.
Yeah.
Ever. And I would say it's probably one of the best.
Yeah, it's definitely bang for buck because again, this is a daily car. What do you need more from it? And you can have some sideways fun with it. You could actually have it. Well, 325 is a great track car as well. If you would really want to. It even comes with a small ducktail spoiler.
LED facelift tail lights.
Oh yeah. But if you really want to track a BMW, then we have to move over to this one. This is something, your recent purchase, or should I say your recent swap for the E36.
Yeah, so the way this worked is a couple of days ago I drove back to the UK in the E36.
Yeah.
And then sold that car.
Do you think engine is warm enough for revs now?
Yeah, we can do a couple of revs.
Yeah, a couple of revs and then let's switch it off because, I think by standing this close to the engine it might be a bit, annoying with the microphone. So. Is this stock exhaust?
It's had the baffles taken out the inside. But
Ah.
it's a standard type, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because it sounds very nice. Very, very nice. But anyway, back to your story.
So yeah, we drove the E36 back to the UK on Saturday, which was probably one of the worst drives I've ever done in my life because there's no heating inside the car and it's totally stripped out and it was just brutally cold. It was like I had to stop 4 times. Like I was in physical pain. I was that cold.
Because race car.
Because race car. And then sold that car while I was there. Picked this one up, and then drove this one back. So as you can probably imagine, it was a much more pleasant drive on the way back.
I can imagine, definitely.
Heated leather interior, cruise control, all that sort of stuff. So. Yeah, it was nice. But no, the reason I went for the E92 is because I actually had an E92 M3 last year, a daily car, and it was a DCT, and I absolutely loved that car. Like it was the best car I ever had, and I sold that car to basically fund the 36 build, and I ended up getting a Golf Mark 6 Edition 35 GTI, and
People in the comments be like, what? How can you swap an M3 for a Golf?
And the reason I did that was literally just to fund the E36.
Even 6, I mean, does Golf 6 even exist? I believe they went like straight from 5 to 7.
No, it's like, the 6 is like the facelifted 5, basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just hated it. 'Cause I think I hated it so much because I was coming out of a car like that into a Golf. I think if I'd gone up to a Golf, it would have felt good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I sold that one and then ended up getting a BMW 235 ZF Auto, which is really good car. Really good daily car, actually. But yeah, long story short, missed the E92, just, yeah.
Especially after having some laps with the X631 this year.
Yeah, I've been out in a few different 92s this year and just been, including the Sherman car, and yeah, I just felt like it was time to get back in the game, really, so.
Started itching.
Yeah.
So, for me, the most amazing part about this car is actually inside. It's a manual. Yep.
Yeah, so the last one was DCT, and the majority of cars that you see here are DCT. But I mean, this one came up at the right price, and I've always wanted to try a manual E92 because I just think, yeah, the DCT is an incredible box, and it's without a doubt quicker and easier to drive fast. But there's something extremely satisfying about getting that heel and toe and all that sort of stuff, especially when you put like a lightweight flywheel on it. And
because E92 does not come with auto rev match like the new models come. So it's still pure analog.
Exactly. I think
more or less.
I think that's the other thing as well. Like the E series, like the E92 is like the last of the pure drivers cars. Like when you go to the F series, like they're taking away some of that driver involvement, and it's just like the 92s is just like the sort of last of that breed, especially with that V8 as well.
Yeah, naturally aspirated 420 horsepower. I believe that's sufficient. So you're not planning to do anything on it.
Engine's going to stay standard. It's going to have a lightweight flywheel put on it. But I mean, as you know, the E36 was incredibly sort of hardcore spec in terms of weight reduction.
Yeah.
But this one's going to be a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit more pleasurable to drive when you're not on track. So it's going to be more of a club sport spec, so I'm just going to go with stripped out interior, but not quite as far. I'll keep the carpet, go with some more Recaro seats, probably go for a 6-point roll cage. Brakes, wheels, tyres, suspension, do some aero mods to it as well, so get the splitter in the wing like on the Sherma car, and then probably just leave it at that, to be honest. The engine's going to stay stock, it's more than enough, and it's like a lot of people say, like the fastest cars are cars that work, and
that's true.
Pulling engines in pieces.
Yeah, why would you do that? I mean, you're gonna get in natural aspirated form if you're gonna stroker it close to 500 horsepower, but it's a lot of cost, a lot of effort.
So it's a huge amount of cost.
It's probably easier to put the ESS supercharger on it, but then again, you're like looking at reliability at some point. The heat problems maybe as well. So,
exactly. So just be like engine mods will be fresh radiators, fresh oil cooling. The rod bearings already been done. Throttle actuators have already been done. And it's just basically just things just to keep it running as it should. Similar sort of thing to the daily, really, but obviously.
Yeah, this is a bit different. Color-wise, you said you're gonna wrap it in a bluish.
Yeah. So currently it's midnight black, and it probably looks black on the video, but in person it's very, very dark blue. Especially when it's clean, you can really see the blue in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because the lighting conditions are pretty bad, but it's actually really dark blue.
So it's gonna go into Santorini blue. It's gonna be wrapped.
Mm-hmm. Which is a slightly darker shade of your E36.
Yes, the E36 is Riviera blue.
Okay.
And it's quite similar to the racing blue actually on the Clio.
Okay.
Because I like the blue and gold theme.
Just a quick interruption regarding the Clio. A lot of people have asked throughout the whole year whose Clio that is.
Yes, that's my friend's Clio, Jack.
Jack wasn't racing, JWR.
He very kindly lent me that car when I moved here, just because he wanted his car here anyway, and it sort of made sense. So that's why that's here.
Yeah, now we need to get rid of this because you have this, right?
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's a really good car. It's good fun.
Wet fun is amazing in this car.
In the wet is brilliant. Absolutely in the wet. So. But anyway, so we're going to stick with the black and gold theme. Sort of like that theme, and I've had a helmet designed as well to replace the one that got stolen, and that follows that theme as well. I'm looking forward to getting that done. Yeah,
cool. So, what's you think the time of the upgrades? Is it going to be like done throughout the season or before the season?
It's going to be as and when budget allows.
Yeah.
First, the most important thing is, and this is one of the reasons I actually got rid of the E36, is because I just want German insurance.
Yeah.
Cover me on the track. So the first thing is TÜV, and then I can get it on German plates, and then I can actually get it registered and insured in Germany. That's the most important thing right now. And then once that's done, then I can then start the modifications. Now, I guess that'll probably start around February time. Maybe earlier if I've got a budget to do so.
Yeah.
I hope to have interior and suspension and brakes done at the very least by the start of the season.
Yeah, of course, those are the most important upgrades. Yeah, we already learned a thing or two about getting TÜV for UK registered car with the Bmw. So let's see how. Well, it's not going to be any different. But which year is this one?
2008.
2008. Basically 10 years younger than the E36. So we can see what kind of technical issues we might encounter. Hopefully not, obviously, on a more newer car. But price comparison wise, are these the same here versus Germany?
No, that's one of the reasons it's an English car, is because it's significantly cheaper to buy a car like this in the UK.
Yeah, I think so too. Then again, of course, it's a right-hand drive thing, but that's like a forever ongoing discussion that has no use to go through that. But this is something we might cover as well, if it's worth getting a right-hand drive E92, because at this point, how are the prices doing on those cars? Are they like dropping still, or
E92?
Yeah.
I'm not sure they're going to drop much further, to be honest, because it's getting to the point now where if you break them for parts, it's worth more than the car itself.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm not convinced it's going to go much lower. Maybe a little bit, but yeah, they're near enough at rock bottom now as well. So.
Yeah. So this is actually more or less like a steady investment at this point already, if people want to buy it.
The thing as well with this car is, when it's modified, it's not necessarily going to lose any value, which is what often happens with cars, but the demand is actually increasing for club sport spec E92 M3s.
Because like you said, it's probably the last analog.
Exactly. So
M3.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm happy to throw some money at some modifications because I don't feel like it's going to be wasted cash,
Yeah.
so to speak. But I'm interested to see what it's going to do in comparison to the E36. Like, I know for a fact it's not going to be as fast as the E36
Because of the power to weight ratio.
Power to weight ratio, and just you don't get the
Because
feedback,
power wise,
you know.
well, yeah, the E36 was close to 350, 360.
1100 kilos.
Yeah. What's the weight of this one?
I think they're like 1600.
Yeah, 14. Yeah, that's
Something like that.
that's a lot more.
So it's a lot heavier, but I'm cool with that. Like, I'm not, you know, it's not going to be as fast, but I think it's probably going to be more enjoyable when you do get to go out on the track. It's, you know, you're going to be. In a bit more that's what I'm looking forward to. Air conditioning. That is something I'm looking forward to.
On a hot summer day, air conditioning, absolutely.
In the E36, I used to do 3 laps on a hot summer's day, and I could literally take my t-shirt off and wring it out with sweat. It was unbelievable how hot that car got inside.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. I'm very looking forward to see the progress on this car. I'm pretty sure you guys as well. For this speaks for itself. You have to stay tuned on this channel. Also, make sure to follow Tim because he'll gonna be posting a lot more updates on Instagram, and you can also bother him with all the questions because although he has a YouTube account, I'm not sure he's gonna have a look at this video and answer any of the comments. So if you have anything in particular regarding BMW or whatever, make sure to contact him, and he'll be happy to answer you. Yeah. And maybe yeah, we're not allowed to take passengers for a ride, unfortunately.
There are plenty of videos though.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of
Plenty
And
of videos.
if you've got a V8 soundtrack, I mean, what more do you need than that?
Yeah. On a track day, you could.
Yeah, maybe on track days.
On track day, you could take some passengers if some people really want to be driven around by the last analog BMW E92 M3. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it entertaining, interactive, and informative regarding the current price situations of BMWs. And yeah, I hope some of you guys, maybe it would be encouraging enough to buy one yourself. I would be actually really wanting to have one of those, but I have something else incoming probably soon. And for this, again, as well, you need to stay tuned and see you guys in tomorrow's video. I have no idea what we're going to talk about. Yeah, but unfortunately, bye-bye. See you in the
new year.
Yeah, New Year. So happy
2018.